Hi, this is Natalie with Cloud Adoption Solutions, and today we are going to spend a few minutes under the Setup menu in your Salesforce org. Many times our clients run into a situation where they are inheriting an org that has been in existence for a couple of years and set up by someone completely different who may or may not still be with the company. And there are two things that you should take a look at when you do inherit an org. And one of them is company settings, and the other is your password policies. These are things that have been set up previously, but it's good to take a look just to see, if they're still accurate and if any changes need to be made. So navigate to your setup menu, and in your quick find, just start typing the word company. It'll take you to your company settings drop-down list. And the first thing I would recommend looking at are your business hours. Sometimes these are set up correctly. Sometimes they're in here by default. As you can see in my org, I haven't changed it since I started using this org back in 2019. So my default business hours are set to 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Now, this may be different for your org. You may just operate Monday through Friday with hours of 8 to 5. So if that's the case, then feel free to come in here and make those changes. I will say there are some reports related to case management that allow you to look at cycle time between cases. And if your org is set up like this for 24/7, you won't be able to calculate the time in between cases. So if you are an organization that you definitely have specific hours for work days, then I would come in here and just click edit and make those changes to your org. So the other item to look at under your company settings is company information. So this page will tell you everything you need to know about your org, like from a standpoint of ownership, space for data, space for files, API requests, your licensing. And the first thing I would do is just take a look at your org name and see who the primary contact is. Is that person still with the company? If an update needs to be made there, you can click edit on this page and make your updates. You can populate your phone number, street address information, and here you'll see your default time zone can be set in addition to your language and your currency. So just take a look at these attributes and make sure that they're still legitimate. And if any changes need to be made, you can do so. So going back to company information, scroll through and take a look at your licenses. Just make sure that everything looks accurate there. You can also see your permission set licenses and any feature licenses that are in the org. Okay, next, let's go to password policies. This is something that may have been put into place by the original org owner. So go back to your quick find and start typing the word password. This will bring up your password policy section. So here you can see that my org is set up in a specific way related to passwords. My passwords never expire. Now, this is something that, depending upon your relationship with your IT department, you may want to set these parameters up. But in my org, my password doesn't expire. We have a minimum length, minimum type of attribute for alphanumeric characters, and a lockout period. So you can change all of these and make it pertinent to your company. And like I said, this is something that could have been set up in the org years ago that no one ever just took a look at a second time. But it's good to look at these things every now and then, especially if you are working in conjunction with IT, to make sure that you are both, using the same type of strategy when it comes to password policies. So that's just a quick glimpse of some things that you may look at when you inherit an org. Like I said, just come into your quick find and take a look at your company settings, your business hours, and your password policies, and maybe make it, an annual tradition when you're looking at governance on your org in general.
Thanks for watching today. If you found this video helpful, please give us a thumbs up and remember to subscribe to our channel for Salesforce-related tips and tricks. Again, we are Cloud Adoption Solutions. Please reach out to us for any of your Salesforce needs. We are always happy to help. Thanks.